everybody. We are here with Kilimanjaro. So glad to have them at the 2013 Dallas International Film Festival. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, welcome.
So let's dive right in. Tell me a little bit, writer-director, about your storyline. You know, give us the audience a little bit about what's Kilimanjaro all about, and as well as how you started the whole writing process. You know, what was that initial, maybe I should write about this?
Okay. Kilimanjaro is about a man in his late 20s who's in a job that's kind of a routine, unsatisfying job, and a relationship that's run its course. And he decides he's going to push everything aside and go climb Mount Kilimanjaro. He's going to start to try to live a life that's more fulfilling and is more exciting than where we see him at the beginning of the film. And what inspired that story is that I was asked by two different friends of mine if I would join them on climbing at Kilimanjaro, and I said no. And then I saw them start to get excited about it and getting equipment and getting into preparing to go, and I realized that I had said no because I was I was trying to stay in New York and be able to keep making money and get that next job and make another short film or something, and I was letting opportunities like climbing Kilimanjaro slide by me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to tell a story that showed someone in a similar predicament and how they would try to reinvent themselves.
Yeah. We often as filmmakers get so engrossed in filmmaking
Right.
that a lot of times we miss life.
Yeah.
And then we shift the balance and then start engaging in life. We find the story we've been looking for.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so that's always a wonderful experience to have that come full circle.
Yeah.
We talked a few minutes ago about hiring the right talent. So tell us a little bit about how you found Mr. Brian here.
Oh, well, Brian had done a film that shot here in Texas, 7 Days in Utopia, with one of our producers, Jason Berman.
Right.
And so we had a way to get the script to Brian. We're excited about that, and sent him the script. I expected it would be a while to hear back, so I went to a road trip with some college buddies. I was actually at an event.
Perfect time.
Yeah, exactly. I was at an event
Yeah.
called Punkin' Chunkin', which is
In Delaware.
in Delaware.
I do remember
Which is a annual gourd hurling competition. And I got a call from
very
Brian. And
No Kilimanjaro.
it's no Kilimanjaro. Yeah.
But of pumpkins it is.
It was very exciting.
Yeah.
So then I stood in the field and had a great conversation with Brian. And I mean, I felt like from that started that conversation. I was so excited. I mean, I was thrilled to get the script to him and have the chance to work with him. And then after that conversation, I was really excited to move ahead if he would only say yes. And fortunately, he did.
And you said yes because?
Well, I mean, it's difficult to get a piece of writing, particularly in a film, that you feel compelled from beginning to end. Like I was going to work in Atlanta, and Jason Berman, who had sent my agent the script, and I read it on the plane, and I read the first 20 pages. I'm like, oh my God, this is so great. And then I read the next 20 pages and thought, oh my God, this is so, like, I hope it keeps, and I got done with the script. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, I can do this right now. I don't need to, like, change anything. There didn't need to be this. A lot of times with films, you really have to get in and take it apart and ask all these questions. And this is one instance where I felt like I knew this story and this guy. And because fortunately, I'm not in that predicament, but a lot of my friends who have normal jobs, and they're faced with those challenges where us as artists, particularly in this business, we get to travel and meet new, and everything's kind of changing. Whether it's good or bad, it's never kind of the same for very long.
Yeah.
And that was kind of exciting to me. And to do a movie in New York, in Brooklyn in particular, was something that, as a afterthought, was very exciting to me. But
Sure.
It was just a script, really.
Yeah.
And I had a great conversation with the director, and I was assured he was very, intelligent. But he wrote a great script, and so that was the beginning.
Yeah, wonderful. And you have some wonderful top names in this, and so an up-and-coming people. And I bet that was just really exciting to work with all of them. And
I was thrilling. I mean, we've always said we were so fortunate that with this project, with casting, it seemed like just the stars aligned. I mean, every person that we were talking about, and Brian was very, it was very collaborative. Once he came onto the project, we started talking through different ideas for people and met with people. And it's very fortunate, for a first-time director, the people who were willing to come in and read and sit with us and talk about the part. And we saw several people that were just like, the minute they walked out of the room, we're like, okay, well, we have to offer them. They're just amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
There wasn't a name, like, we had a lot of opportunities to take a route of named actors, etc. But we kind of made a pact that this was the kind of film that wasn't about any of that. It was about trying to tell the story in the best possible way from his vision. So I wanted to support that and play devil's advocate or be an advisor as well and say, well, okay, why?
Right.
So we could really take this from an integral approach of making the movie that Walter envisioned. In order to do that, we had to cast the right people, and there was a few
Absolutely.
specific roles in there that really needed to be just right. And so we really found the right people for
Yeah.
the roles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's so much of what everything is in the film. So
Yeah.
you've been here several times before, and even won for Jason Moss the Target Award
Oh,
for Best Narrative.
I don't know. I don't.
Sorry.
That's
I might want to take that one back.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Retracting that, reeling that back.
Yeah, that's
Jason. That's Jason.
Yeah,
Jason
Jason,
Berman
yeah.
has done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what the producer has had several
So
projects here.
we
yeah.
probably should strike that.
Yeah.
So you know. Okay, well, we are so glad to have you guys here in Dallas,
Thrilled to be here.
and really wish your film the very best. And
Thanks.
so thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. I love the storyline. I think it has such a great heart about it, and I really hope audiences embrace it as
Awesome.
much as they should, because it's just wonderful. So
Well,
Thank you.
thank
very
you.
much. Take
Take
care.
care.